Nothing is free. Hello everyone. Welcome to your English listening practice. Today I'll share with you a powerful and inspiring story. It's called Nothing is Free, and it will show you how hard work, determination, and courage can change a person's life. The Dreamer. There was once a young man named Leo, just 20 years old, living in a small, quiet town surrounded by mountains. The town was peaceful but offered very few opportunities. Most people lived simple lives, working hard just to survive. But Leo was different. He had big dreams. He wanted to own a chain of restaurants one day and become a successful entrepreneur. He didn't just want money. He wanted to give his family a better life. Leo's family was struggling. His father, Mark, worked as a mechanic, fixing old cars in a dusty garage. His mother, Claire, cleaned houses to support the family. And Leo's younger sister, Sophie, was just 10 years old. She adored her brother and believed he could do anything. To her, Leo was a hero. One cold evening, Leo sat outside his small house under the stars. His stomach was empty, but his mind was full of thoughts. He whispered, "I want to give my family a better life. But how do I even start when we barely have enough to survive?" A father's lesson. The next morning, Leo decided to share his dream with his father. Mark listened quietly, and then said something Leo would never forget. "Leo, dreams are not free. If you want something, you have to fight for it. Start with what you have, even if it's small." Those words sank deep into Leo's heart. He realized his father was right. Waiting for luck or miracles would never change his life. He needed to take action. The first step, Leo began looking around his town for opportunities. That's when he noticed something interesting. People loved fresh bread, but the nearest bakery was far away. Every day, families had to walk long distances just to buy a simple loaf. Leo thought, what if I sell fresh bread here in my town? People would love it. But there was a problem. Leo had no money to buy the bread. Instead of giving up, Leo gathered his courage and decided to approach the bakery owner, Mr. Anderson, who lived in the next town. A risky proposal. Mr. Anderson was a grumpy old man who rarely trusted anyone. When Leo arrived after walking many miles, he greeted him nervously, but firmly. "Mr. Anderson," Leo said, "I want to sell your bread in my town, but I don't have money to buy it up front. Can you trust me for 1 week? I will sell the bread, return your money, and keep a small profit." Mr. Anderson raised an eyebrow. "And why should I trust you, young man?" Leo looked straight into his eyes and said, "Because I am determined and I will work hard to prove myself." For a moment, silence filled the room. Then Mr. Anderson sighed and said, "All right, I'll give you bread for 1 week, but if you fail to pay me back, don't bother coming here again." Leo's heart raced with joy. He thanked Mr. Anderson and promised not to disappoint him. The bread stand. The next morning, Leo carried the heavy basket of bread back to his town. He set up a small stand near the park. With a big smile, he greeted people passing by. "Fresh bread, warm and delicious," he shouted. At first, people were hesitant. Nobody knew if the bread was good. But Leo offered free samples, and slowly, people began to trust him. His first customer smiled and said, "This is amazing bread." By the end of the day, Leo had sold everything. That evening, he proudly returned to Mr. Anderson and paid him back. The old man nodded and said, "You kept your word, come back tomorrow. Grow through hard work." From that day on, Leo worked tirelessly. He woke up at 4 a.m. every morning, walked miles to the bakery, carried bread back to his town, and sold it with passion. Weeks turned into months. Leo's small profits grew. He saved enough money to buy a cart,